Alright guys, today I'm going to be putting OEM fender flares on my truck around the wheels. So far I have removed the 8mm bolts underneath, and I'm just prepping the fender flares now. They are color matched. I got them off eBay for $300. They are in about a 9 out of 10 shape, pretty good. So I'll show you what I'm doing on those in just a second. Alright, so I have my front driver's side fender flare. I just cleaned it up some before I put it on. And as I've read on forums, I have also gotten some 3M Automotive double-sided sticky tape. And I've put it here along all the tabs. And two of these had a cracked tab on it and broken, which is not a big deal because I'm not putting holes in my fender flares. They hold on really tight with just putting the bolts under here, but putting the 3M sticky tape is going to allow me to have a little more secure placement on it, as well as protecting the paint on the truck. So I'm going to go ahead and try this and see what happens. Alright guys, so I've got my fender flares installed. Like I had said, they are OEM fender flares for a Ram 2500, 3500 model, 5th gen. And I got them off eBay for about $300, which I was kind of taking a little chance because they are matched to my paint color here, which is the graphite metallic, and I didn't know exactly what kind of condition they would be in, but they did have a 30-day return, so I went ahead and got them anyway, and they turned out pretty good in my opinion. I used to have a 2020 Ram 1500 Limited, and it had the fender flares, and I really miss those a lot, appearance wise. But here, let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. So it took me, all in all, probably a few hours after I cleaned them up and waxed them a little, and just made sure that the fitting was good, as best as I could do. If you could see here, it's pretty close. It worked out pretty good. The front flares took no time at all. You can see there's a little gapping issue here. A lot of people say to let them sit out in the sun, and over time they'll form better to the truck. I'm not really sure. I might have to play with that a little bit. But the front ones took only like 10-15 minutes. The rear ones, because I have a Ram Big Horn model, they didn't have the rear wheel liners, so a while ago I put those in myself, and they wanted to use some plastic fasteners, and so I removed those, and I had to put some U-clips in there, and so I could use the bolts. But here's the rear fender here. Again, this one turned out pretty well. So here's the passenger side of my truck with the fender flares. Again, fitment was pretty good. No issues really. I'm hoping that they take shape over some time. But I could have bought brand new ones that were a third-party brand for about $285 on eBay. And they were a smooth finish, ready to paint. And those ones were going to cost about $400 to $500 to get color coded to the truck, so I ultimately decided against that. And I was thinking about just getting black color, but once I found these ones on eBay and they looked to be in pretty good shape, I decided to give it a try. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I know I didn't get to cover everything, piece by piece, but it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Take care. I'll also mention when I went to put these fender flares on, they require new front and rear spats. If you don't know what the spats are, because I didn't, they are these black plastic pieces here that run along the bottom. This one is the original. I had to cut into it to fit around the fender flare because this used to shoot up like, I don't know, around that high. So I cut that down and made it fit. Now I bought replacements like this one right here, based on a forum I was reading about someone else who did this. But these these plastic fittings here, the fasteners, they do not fit the holes underneath the bottom of the truck. So I'm stuck with these for right now until I find the official part number. Just FYI, this part number for a 2020 Ram 2500 Big Horn does not fit if you're going to put fender flares on. I did put them on the front, and these ones worked out great. No problem with this one whatsoever. So just FYI, in case you guys end up doing this.